Detective Bolingbray looked in the mirror and he saw his younger self. Detective Bolingbray thought about that day when they cut his wing. Now he's never flown again. One of these days I'm gonna solve the case. He said one of these days I'm gonna solve the case. He said one of these days I'm gonna solve the case. If it's the last thing I do, intergalactic mystery. He never knew the sun could rise and fall. I know you're looking for me, and I know you're looking for you, and I know I'm looking for us. Somebody said I was never meant to be. I'm looking in the mirror and I think I can see you. One of these days I'm gonna solve the case. He said one of these days I'm gonna solve the case. He said one of these days I'm gonna solve the case.
Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Hello Ty. How you doing today? Ty, you talking to your AI guys is so hilarious. You get so like what's the word for it? You're just always like, that didn't happen. I don't know where you got that from, because that's not what happened. You don't know that person. That kills me every time you're like, you don't know who that is. Why are you bringing them up? Shoot. So I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Tonight, as the stream says, we will be playing Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Now, okay, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I was told years ago that the original author of Sherlock Holmes was so irritated that people were speculating whether Sherlock and Watson were a couple, that when he wrote the final book, he basically made them a couple. But the more I research that, the more I'm hearing that's not true. So I was like, oh, did someone just make that up? Things are going to get interesting when you start creating people outside the TCS system. Yeah, so yeah, you did inform me that you basically fed that system the entirety of your book series, or your book series up to where it is now, because I know you do plan on, you know, writing more, and it's just working off of that. That's fascinating. Okay, so guys, when we transition to this other screen, it's going to be blank for a second. I'm just trying to make stuff go as seamlessly as possible. Like, the screen's going to be blank. But like I said, I'm just trying to make this whole thing seamless. Frogware Games. That was loud in my ear. Come on, pop up, pop up. Y'all see what I have, y'all see what I have to deal with. You did create Shore as a test for that system, bumped him in the schedule since you're trying to make him a Japanese tutor in addition to his usual character shenanigans. Oh, okay. And the game decided to pop up. Great. Hold on, I do want to look at my PNG tuber. I feel like his frames are good. Yeah, I'll still raise his max FPS. There we go. So we are going to start a new game. I hope everyone is prepared. Ooh, mysteries. Y'all know I love me a good mystery.
In the name of my health and yours, Holmes, stop smoking so much. There is more fog in our apartment than in the street.
You are right, Watson, but this evening is never ending, and I have nothing to do but make smoke rings. A more amusing pastime would suit better, but my doctor is against it.
Perhaps a little tune on the violin.
My heart is not in it tonight, Watson. Have you noticed how this
Hey,
cigarette
Wolf.
burns? Would you not say it is like a life being consumed? How many lives will end tonight in London? How many crimes will be committed within the life of a single cigarette? Ah, the vanity of existence. It is but complaints and smoke, the meagre panache of its sickly soul.
The tobacco is giving you very somber thoughts. I am certain that this inactivity will not last. Let's retire. You'll be in better humour tomorrow.
Reason speaks. Let's to bed.
They're so intimate with each other. I don't know. They're just so intimate with each other. Frogwares presents Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. August 31st, 1888, 3:20 a.m. Not a good time to be a woman of the night.
Come this way, my lovely. We'll have a right good time.
Yeah, Ty, I am.
Wait, let me help you. Oh, it's my hair that pleases you.
Ew. Oh. You're gonna start yours later in the week. Ooh, can't wait to see it.
The news is as dark as the sky, Holmes. An inquest has been opened into the murder of a poor woman in the East End.
The first
The
game
unfortunate
this
girl
week.
was discovered last night, lying in the street, still warm.
Ooh, now
The
she's
murderer
still
was
warm.
filled with an incredible savagery. Oh, the article gave me shivers down my spine. The inspectors in charge of the case don't seem to have even the slightest lead. A similar murder took place less than a month ago.
Ah, love. A romantic walk, a kiss in the moonlight, a polite refusal, a terrible anger, and a hanging.
This area of Whitechapel is a disgrace to London. The government should take serious note of what is going on there.
Whitechapel? This woman was found in Whitechapel?
Yes, indeed. Bucks Row, to be specific.
Then it was not a question of romance, but of commerce. Unless these women actually take pleasure in the vice, the female nature is completely...
Holmes, do you hear yourself? A woman is dead under unspeakable circumstances. No less than any other, she was a human and one of Her Majesty's subjects. None of these streetwalkers of which you speak have any other way to survive but by selling their bodies. You know as well as I that our era is not a gentle one, and these women don't have much to look forward to. Some grace, if you would. Do not refuse them your compassion.
Do not say another word, my dear Watson. We shall leave immediately for Whitechapel.
To the
That's
scene of the
right,
crime.
Watson.
No,
Speak
I
up
think it
for
would be
sex
better
workers.
to arrive there a bit later once night has
Sounds
fallen.
like Imperial agent
The spot will
from
be overrun by
Star
police officers and
Wars.
spectators. It would be impossible to investigate properly.
I'm
Then
trying to think of
where
what
are
Star
we
Wars
going,
game
Holmes?
that is.
The best thing to do would be to head to the police station and attempt to get a copy of the preliminary reports.
But the article in the Star seemed quite complete to me.
You must know, Watson, that journalists often draw conclusions from the facts without a proper understanding of how to do
Holmes,
these
his
delicate
voice
tasks.
is creeping me
We must
out.
obtain
I don't know what it
reports from
is.
the
It might be his
inspector in charge,
tone.
as well as those from the coroner.
Very well, Holmes, but all the same.
It seems to me that I have a map of London somewhere, Watson. Can
Oh,
you
the
find
old
it and
Republic.
locate Whitechapel while I get ready?
You are too kind, Holmes. Searching through your mess?
Okay, so the interesting thing about this game is you can either choose third person or first person. I found that very interesting. Oh, you can just switch like this? Oh, that's neat. You can have it tell you anything that's selectable. That's really neat.
The Adventure of the Dancing Men. I remember it well. Holmes's experiment table.
Oh, they're not the same person?
Well, well, Holmes has received some French champagne with a card, a gift from a young admirer, signed Raoul d'Andrecy. Who on earth could that be?
Oh, him getting gifts from other men?
A map of London, at last. Let's see. The district of Whitechapel. I found the map, Holmes, and I was able to locate the Whitechapel police station.
Congratulations, Watson. Come, the game is afoot. You can read the article to me on the way. We have arrived, Watson, in Whitechapel.
Not very bright, and what cold! Brr, a typical London morning.
Come, Watson, let's find this police station.
Well, this station isn't very well kept, I say.
It's a local outpost, Watson. The daily tasks that confront these constables are not the easiest, and they are poorly paid.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello, I would like to speak with the Chief Inspector, if you please.
Constable Humphreys here. I am the only one in at the moment. What do you want with the chief?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am...
Sherlock Holmes? The detective that I read about in the papers? Well, that's a treat, that is. You come about the Buck Road case, have you? Indeed, we...
Not at all. We were just passing by chance. You say that there was a crime recently.
You don't know? You must be the only folk in London who haven't heard.
It won't be long until you find the culprit, no doubt.
Nothing is less certain. Suspects, 0. Clues, 0. It's not good for us, especially not in this district.
Reports.
Listen, this isn't what I came here for, but if I can be of service, in a
Sherlock
confidential
Holmes.
capacity, of course, if you can entrust me with a copy of the preliminary reports, I could study them and return later with my conclusions.
It's just that these are official documents. I can't take a decision like that without the inspectors.
The sooner we know the facts in the file, the sooner we can be of help, my friend.
Say, if you are Sherlock Holmes, you can find anything, isn't that true? With your magnifying glass, footprints.
My performance is often embellished by my biographer.
Ah, good. Good. I will give you the reports, but could you do me a small favour first? During my rounds, I dropped a leather folder containing some papers. Nothing of importance, but it's a big mistake. I would go looking for it myself, but I am stuck here on duty. I must have lost it near the seedy boarding house not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard and left again in the lane. Perhaps
Left
you could
and
go
left.
ask around.
We shall see what we can do. Are we going to go look for these documents?
Why not? It'll give us an occasion to take a tour of the district, Watson.
Okay, so when I first played this, because I played it a little bit, make sure it works, some weird dude was walking around us. He's not doing it this time. So we said left and left. So when I was younger, I did a little bit of research on Jack the Ripper, and I believe, hold on, let me see if I can talk to them.
I have nothing to ask.
I'm heading to Zanzibar. I've heard there's gold down there, but I have to find a boat that'll take me on a sly.
I believe they did end up catching him. He fled London, and I think he ended up going to the United States. And they didn't connect him at the time, but I think he was trying to do the same thing in the United States. But he was caught. But they didn't connect that he was the same dude doing this stuff in London. Oh my God, Watson.
What are we doing, Holmes?
Watson, do not do that.
Good day, sir. You wouldn't happen to have seen a leather folder on the ground around here, would you?
Good day, gentlemen. Finley, caretaker of this building. Here to serve. And yes, less than an hour ago. But some of the local urchins picked it up and God only knows where it might be now.
That's unfortunate. This police bag contained documents that the local police will miss.
Your inspectors?
Not at all. I am Dr. Watson, and this is Sherlock Holmes, the detective.
Sherlock Holmes?
Yes, Ellie,
Great
quite the jump
detective.
scare.
You must be here about last night's murder. Have you discovered the identity of the poor woman?
Indeed, I'd only to read the papers.
Mine is dated from this morning, and it does not say who it is.
I'm not really engaged in this case, but if I can help the police, I will do so willingly.
Oh, to be sure. I've been told that Inspector Aberline is
I
in
know,
charge.
right?
Very capable
Watson was
man.
all up on me.
So, according to you, I have no chance of finding this folder then?
Indeed. But I, on the other hand, should be able to find it. Do me a favour in exchange. A vagrant comes almost every night to sleep in one of the nooks not far from my windows. He coughs, howls, sometimes even sings. He's quite hefty and I don't dare approach him. I've lost 3 tenants because of him. If it's you who speaks to the police, they will take this matter more seriously. Tell them about the captain. They'll know who you're talking about. In the meantime, I'll find your police bag.
Ooh. So this is the newspaper article that has the murder. It says another Whitechapel mystery. Horrible murder in Bucks Row, Whitechapel. Scarcely has the horror and sensation caused by the discovery of the murdered woman in Whitechapel some short time ago had the time to abate when another discovery is made, which for the brutality exercised on the victim is even more shocking and will no doubt create as great a sensation in the vicinity as its predecessor. The affair up to the present is enveloped in complete mystery, and the police have as yet no evidence to trace the perpetrators of the horrible deed. The facts are that Constable John Neal was walking down Bucks Row, Thomas Street, Whitechapel, about 3:45 in the Friday morning, when he discovered a woman between 35 and 40 years of age lying at the side of the street with her throat cut right open from ear to ear, the instrument with which the deed was done traversing the throat from left to right. The wound was about 2 inches wide. The blood was flowing profusely. She was discovered to be lying in a pool of blood. She was immediately conveyed to the Whitechapel mortuary, where it was found out that besides the wound on the throat, the lower part of the abdomen was completely ripped open, with the bowels protruding. The wound extends nearly to her breast and must have been affected with a large knife. Oh my goodness. So he just like gutted her. Oh my gosh. The latest victim identified opening of the inquest. Hey Jackson, how you doing? The woman who was found yesterday morning in Bucks Row, completely disemboweled and her head nearly gashed from her body, was for a time completely unknown. As the news of the murder spread, however, first one woman and then another. What the hell was her name? Okay. Polly. Okay, so her name was Polly. She had a room with 3 women. They each had separate beds. The deceased had led the life of an unfortunate while lodging in the house, which was only for about 3 weeks past. Nothing more is known about her by them but what she presented herself. So she was a woman of the night. I mean, we saw that in the cutscene where she got choked. Let's go to the police station. And Watson, no spooking me, sir.
So, gentlemen, have you found my police bag?
Not quite yet. Do you know a vagrant who goes by the name of the Captain?
Captain? Yes, an old sailor, strong as a Turk and tattooed from head to toe. The drink has turned him into a derelict.
He appears to be causing some problems for the caretaker of the building at the end of the street.
What do you want us to do? Every night, stairwells, halls and porches become public dormitories, and people don't only come to sleep. I believe this man has a niece who puts
Jackson's
him up
like, wait, there was grinding and I missed it.
In Commercial Street,
yeah,
right
Watson was all over me.
House. You won't forget my folder, will you?
Yeah, Watson scared the hell out of me.
Do you believe this woman will agree to have her uncle stay with her?
No idea. Oh well, let's go see her just the same.
Okay. In Commercial Street, right after the alley with the boarding house. I just like to see the different perspectives. Yeah, Watson was like, I don't know how he, oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Watson was just like, I was walking and I just turned around and Watson was just walking all up on me. It was so weird.
If you have the means, I can let you pass before everyone. But behind me.
Ugh. You have to come up with something better than that.
Go that way.
To the boarding house. In Commercial Street.
What do you think, Holmes?
Jackson's like, oh goodness. Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
If you're looking for a princess lover, you found her.
Oh.
Commercial Street.
So is it this one? This the street? Or, yeah, okay.
There. This is where the niece of the captain must live. Good day, miss. Would you happen to be the niece of the man known as the captain?
Oh, yes, that would be me. What has he done this time? He isn't... Oh my God, I'm on my way.
Your uncle, ma'am.
Miss, we have come to ask if you could have your uncle come live with you. He sleeps under the windows of a boarding house, causes the caretaker no end of problems.
I know. I've lodged him for a while, and he was the same here. My landlord made me kick him out. I'm ashamed, you know. I never should have, given the state of his health. He coughs day and night.
There might be a way to calm his cough. I am a doctor. I could examine him.
He went to see a doctor at the clinic, but the medicine costs too much. I can hardly pay my rent.
We will see to it. Where might your uncle be found?
I don't know. He must be in the vicinity, but I don't know exactly where.
We will find him.
Holmes, this is serious. Find an alcoholic in Whitechapel? A needle in a haystack would be easier.
Come, dear doctor, let's trust to our lucky star. Moreover, we also have our informers, remember?
Are you referring to those brats to whom you are always giving charity?
Exactly, my secret police. Some of them surely roam in this area. It suffices to find them. Hello, young man. How are you?
I recognize him. It's the lad who sells newspapers, who is always calling outside our windows at Baker Street early in the morning.
Hello, Mr. Holmes. It's a treat to see you again. What can I do?
Got the guys to work with OBS, thankfully. However, one of them might be a little tough to deal with on OBS. Oh, is it like a capturing issue?
Would you happen to know an old sailor who goes by the name of the captain? A poor man who hits the bottle a bit hard.
Of course, Mr. Holmes. He's there at the end of the street.
Oh yeah, I know exactly
On the
what you
left
mean,
he
Ty.
is. But be careful. He can be a tough customer, that one.
Very good, my young man. The doctor will give you a little something. Watson?
Huh? I say, Holmes?
Is he always such a skinflint with you, Mr. Holmes? Well, thanks to you, Mr. Holmes. Anytime you need me.
There is, I found a program that'll let you run like old games in windowed mode, so you can like use OBS with them.
What shall we do, Holmes?
Okay. You have to use display capture instead of game capture. I hate doing that because I don't like for it to display my screen. But sometimes it's what you got to do. Okay. At the end of the street, round to the left. Okay. So is he over here?
I have no reason to go that way.
It's why you haven't done Hexen 2 yet. There's been a few games I haven't streamed yet because of that.
I can hear someone coughing more than is natural, Holmes.
Yes, Watson. The poor man cannot be too far away.
This him over here? This place looked like it was recently affected by nearby bombs that were blown. It does look kind of drugging.
If, in order to listen to us, this man imposes as condition that we find his pet cockroach, there will be another murder in Whitechapel today, Watson. Yours.
Why Watson's?
He is in a critical state, Holmes. He has barely a month left.
Is there a way, dear doctor, to ensure that this last month passes in silence?
Really, Holmes, sometimes you... Oh, really? I will make note of some medicine to get immediately that will relieve his pain.
Very well. I will locate an apothecary or a clinic.
Okay, let's see.
This building is a clinic.
I'll say, anybody here?
Good day, sir. Dr. Gibbons. You aren't from around these parts.
Indeed, Doctor. It is for someone from your neighborhood that I am here, though. His doctor asked that I acquire some medicine on his behalf. I have the note here.
Dr. Watson? Not from round here neither. This medication is quite dear. Certain documents are necessary to obtain them for free.
I don't have it. You'll have to accept my spare change. Will it be enough?
Enough to relieve your patient for a month. Would you like me to make this prescription available after that time?
According to Dr. Watson, that won't be necessary.
The possibility of a recovery?
A definitive one, yes.
There, sir.
Thank you. It's rather quiet here.
An unusual chain of events. The majority of the people hereabouts went out last night to see the great fire at the warehouse. The patients that I was minding and my staff were no exception. The former were dramatically healed, and the latter ended up sick. And with the murder last night, most of the people who weren't working wandered over to the scene of the crime. Their little aches and pains will wait until tonight or tomorrow.
A squalid murder, it would seem.
Just like what this area has become.
My thanks, Doctor.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm interested, Ty. What games are you doing? Jackson's asking the big questions. They'll be revealed at time of stream. All three of them are from the 90s. Two of them everyone's heard of, and the third one's a little more obscure. Third one's a Sierra game. We love Sierra games.
Here is the medication, Watson. Is our man movable?
He should be able to stand in a few minutes and will no longer be suffering from his cough before long.
Consider the affair resolved. Accompany him to his niece's while I return to the boarding house, and then join me at the police station. Let's return to the boarding house.
All right. I think I went the wrong way. I went too far. You grew up not far from Sierra's offices from back in the day. Todd. Living close to greatness. I grew up playing games that the ex-Sierra employees would create. I am running past that house. King's Quest, one of your first games, Jackson? That was a really good one. So I grew up playing humongous entertainment games, and those were created by ex-Sierra employees, which makes a lot of sense.
I have good news for you, Mr. Finley. We have sent the captain to stay with a relative, and he shouldn't bother you for a while.
I also have some good news. I have your police bag.
Thank you. I bid you good day.
Oh, it was nothing. Tell me, one of my wife's friends lost...
Another day, Finley. Another day. Let's go to the police station.
She lost it. It's gonna stay lost. Ask somebody else. Who are you?
Come, my lord. A little coin. Oi!
Oh. Let your breath stink.
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
As for which one you're playing, just remember it's spooky season, so probably not King's Quest or Space Quest. I have an idea. I'm guessing... I think Grim Fandango was a Sierra game. Oh no, that was Lucas. That was Lucas. Okay. That's not Sierra, that's Lucas. Ooh. I know which one. The one I'm thinking about, was it a Sierra game? I'm thinking I Have No Mouth and Must Scream, but was that Sierra?
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
Watson. They said go back to the police station. Is Watson out here? I gotta physically hand him the police bag. I think I know which one Wolf is talking about. I mean, excuse me. I'm getting y'all names mixed up. I know which one Jackson is talking about, the tentacle one. Ooh, what was it called? It was called something about tentacles. I know what Jackson is talking about.
Are you sure it's the police bag that you lost?
Yes, but someone attempted to force it open. They didn't succeed, but now the lock is stuck. Perhaps you could...
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Puzzles! Y'all know I love me some puzzles, even though I be getting real frustrated. I was about to Google it too, Jackson. I'm like, what is the name? A Boy and His Tentacle? No, that was not it. I'm thinking of A Boy and His Blob. Okay, how do we do this? Is it supposed to go like one? Like 1, 2. There's one I could think of with tentacles, but not purple ones. That one I might do, but it's not the first in its series. Ooh. Oh, I got the hiccups. I need a hint. Like, how am I supposed to? Maniac Mansion, but it was Lucas also. Ah. Hold on, let me.
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
How do I solve this? Like, what's it supposed to look like? One, two, three, four, five, six. And for which game you gave plenty, Sierra game horror theme. Ty don't like to give fun hints. He like to give like cryptid hints. Now, Glitch, it's not my fault you fell asleep on Life is Strange 3 the first time you played it. Okay, which one goes to 1? Okay, so now these go to 1. Hey, Dustin, this is Bolin Bray. You're going to beat Phantasmagoria, Jackson? That's another good one. That's another good one. Hold on, y'all. They didn't give me any indication as to like what this puzzle entails.
So, what news do you have, Mr. Holmes?
I gotta type in Sherlock Holmes lock puzzle Jack the Ripper. The other two's everyone's heard of, so if I say anything, it'll be a dead giveaway. First one came out in 1993. Sierra Games. Making me want to Google him. Jack the Ripper. Someone said, how do I sell a please bag? Okay. Turn bottom right twice. Bottom left twice. Bottom right once. Bottom left twice again. Top twice.
All done.
Oh.
A big thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Think nothing of it, my friend. So, the reports.
Why don't you wait till the inspectors get back? You would certainly learn more.
If I wanted to meet the inspectors, I would have done so. So, give me the preliminary reports, and above all, do not mention my visit to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure, if that's what you want. Here are the reports.
Thank you.
Okay, death of Polly Nichols, August 31st, 1888. Autopsy report by Dr. Henry Llewellyn, surgeon. Okay, not to creep anybody out, but I am almost positive that these are the actual descriptions of the victims of Jack the Ripper, because Jack the Ripper was a real murderer. So I think these are real descriptions. Her throat had been cut from left to right, 2 distinct cuts being on the left side, the windpipe, gullet, and spinal cord being cut through. Oh my God. A bruise apparently of a thumb being on the right lower jaw, also one on the left cheek. The abdomen had been cut open from the center of the bottom of the ribs, along right side under the pelvis to the left of the stomach. There the wound was jagged. The omentum, or coating of the stomach, was also cut in several places, and 2 small stabs on private parts. Oh my goodness. Apparently done with a strong bladed knife, supposed to have been done by some left-handed person, death being almost instantaneous. If it's waxwork or dark seed, I'm going to squeeze. Oh my God, dark seed. Oh my gosh, Ty. If it's dark seed, I'm going to squeeze too, Jackson. Glitch, not you saying it's sexy with your nasty ass.
Have you obtained the preliminary reports?
Yes, we'll read them on the go. Let's to the scene of the crime at Bucks Row, Watson.
But what are all these people doing here, Holmes?
Apparently, they came to see the scene of the crime.
What about us? Aren't we going to see it?
We will return this evening, Watson. The circumstances should be ideal for carrying out our little experiments. Well, Watson, we are at the scene of the Polly Nichols murder. Imagine the victim lying at the spot where she was found and try to discern all of the clues we can. Watson, you are a writer. I am therefore entrusting you with our deduction board. It will help us to establish certain facts.
Understood, Holmes.
You said I had to feed my cat earlier and you reading a detailed autopsy report like it's a true crime podcast. My eyes went wide with horror. Oh, Lord. You loved waxwork. I'll have to see if you can get it from GOF. I'm trying to remember what waxwork. Oh, GOG. I'm trying to remember what waxwork is. I might want to try. I think I do know what that is. I might look into that.
No signs of blood.
Oh. No traces of blood on the walls.
The body was lying on its back, legs straight and slightly apart. The skirt had been lifted up to the middle of the body. The left hand was touching the barn door. The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman.
I think didn't I already read it?
Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Ellie said, I was like, what do you mean she was gutted? Oh, that's so sad.
A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter. The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions.
Ooh, there's the bruise.
There is a bruise at the level of the right maxilla. The tongue is swollen.
Oh, there's another bruise.
There's a bruise on the left cheek.
It's $1.49. Ooh.
And so, Holmes?
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. No signs of blood.
So no traces of blood on the walls, and the victim had her throat slit. The victim didn't have her throat slit while standing. I'm going to go with that one. A little pool of blood. The blood didn't flow in strong spurts. I'll say that. Dirty and damp ground. He could not have had, he threw water on the ground maybe? So we saw the cutscene of her getting unalived. I think she was dead before he did all that. Okay, so let's put all of our context clues here. So the corpse is still warm, no footsteps on the ground. The murderer cut open her throat. She wasn't dragged. Took place on the premises. Her tongue is bloated. She was she was suffocating. I'm going to say she was suffocated. There was a bruise on her right jawbone. Hard pressure with fingers. Yep. Or I'll say hard pressure with fingers. Oh, is this wrong? Okay, so she was strangled. Okay. Something is not right. Once all facts on the right side of the screen. So something's not right. Oh, something's not right here. Trying to see. Still something isn't right. A little pool of blood. No traces of blood on the walls. The victim had her throat slit. GOG has Cyberpunk 2077 DLC and Red Mod for only $39. GOG is a heaven sent. I will tell you that. This game, 99 cents. Whereas if you find this game on Steam, $10. Okay, so one of these is wrong. There were relations on the ground. But if the blood spurted, one of these is wrong. Murder of... Gonna say Polly. Okay, what does it say? Wasn't dragged. Took place on the premises. Ooh, I see a picture. I love pictures. Oh, I don't have all the information. No wonder.
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Not exercise, Watson.
There is only one streetlight lit on this street, Watson, and this spot is particularly poorly lit.
Oh.
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes...
Ah, more info.
This spot is deserted, Holmes.
I don't know if I could get freaky right next to where a murder happened, or at least right next to where I knew a murder had just happened. Oh, there's something else.
There is a black bonnet near the left hand. Well, Watson, we have found all of the possible clues, I think. We will now attempt to recreate the scene of the murder. Come closer, Watson. I have to make you up.
Ooh.
You are joking, Holmes. I feel ridiculous, Holmes.
Now, Watson, come and stand here in front of me. You shall play the role of the poor woman and I shall play that of the murderer. Let's try to reconstruct the facts to ensure the final result corresponds indisputably to the way that Polly Nichols was killed.
Oh, Lord. Look at this. Okay. So I think... we were right here.
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Hold on.
This position is unlikely.
Okay.
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
I think so too.
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred. No, I don't think that things went like that. The murderer didn't attempt to stab his victim in the stomach. I hope that, as with the real murder, nobody had to witness all of that, Watson. If the murderer used his right hand astride his victim, there wasn't much room.
Okay, so he definitely left-handed.
The murderer had enough room to inflict the wounds to the neck, and these wounds suggest the left hand was used. My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
The victim was holding her bonnet in her hand at the time of the murder. The victim wasn't afraid. She had her bonnet in her hand and was ready to exercise. Mm-hmm. Oh. The murderer was standing in front of the victim to strangle her. He's left-handed. Hold on. Time for Nikki. You need that witch outfit. Yay, Nikki opened up. I might stream Nikki tomorrow during the evening. As Pajamakin. Caused by hard pressure with the fingers. Killer's left hand prevented the victim from screaming. Bowling doesn't know Nikki. What? Glitch, what you talking about? The killer strangled the with both hands. Are you using text to speech? Or are you talking and it's saying something? Because I'm just not realizing you were saying bowling, but it's coming out bowling. I was like, what? What do you mean bowl? Okay. Yeah, maybe bowling can stream, Nikki. Oh my God. Hold the hell on. So, evidence one, the victim was holding a cap in her, holding a bonnet in her hand. Two, victim wasn't scared. She was ready to do some exercising. The throat was untouched when she was standing. Yep. Throat was untouched while she was standing. Bloodstream was rather small. Yes. No relations on the ground. She was dead when the murderer cut her throat. Okay, I guess I just had it out of order. You love the Sherlock Holmes series, Monochrome Mouse. I love that name, Monochrome Mouse. So I just had something out of order because I'm sitting here like, I know I had that right. And these are right. Left hand. Strangle with right hand. Let's just say it then. Hold on. They were right or left-handed. A very strong man. Choking with his right hand. There we
The
go.
victim was most probably dead before being laid down. Once the heart stopped, gravity drained the body slowly, not in a heavy spurt that would have stained half the street.
Thank you, Holmes. I
Hey,
understand
Kevin.
why you told me not to change clothes. Do you realize that our behavior didn't alarm anyone?
The victim's ordeal was even more discreet. By acting in silence, we have confirmed something. The crime definitely took place here. The victim and her murderer were able to come here without making any noise, and afterwards the murder took place without the slightest cry being uttered. Come, Watson, let's go home. We have spent far too long in this sinister alley. And so, my dear Watson, the day and night which we passed in Whitechapel were enlightening, weren't they?
An adventure that I most certainly will never relate. To be in the skin of that poor woman. I prefer not to speak of it further. But have we really learned anything about the murderer? Obviously a man, given the necessary strength.
We have little to go on, at least no more than the police. But in my opinion, Inspector Aberline has a trick or two up his sleeve. No, I want to talk about the facts and what we can draw from them. We know where the crime was committed and under what conditions. I would like to ask you about the possible motives for the crime. According to you, Watson, what could have pushed the murderer to act in such a way?
Yeah, what could have pushed him? So I know Jack the Ripper definitely had issues with women of the night. I don't know if it was ever like fully revealed what his issues were. I know if you ever watched that Detective Conan movie, their hypothesis was that his mother was one, and it was like due to hatred of his mother. So, I mean, that's a very interesting theory, and it's a theory I've kind of stuck by. Okay. What could have been the possible motive of the crime? Trying to think. No, not black magic, possibly madness. He didn't steal anything, so no theft. Maybe love or revenge. Revenge.
Revenge, Holmes?
Revenge could be a possible motive, but with one small reservation. We have reason to believe that the victim considered her murderer to be a typical client.
Theft, perhaps.
I have a hard time believing that someone would attack poor Polly so fiercely just to rob her of a few coins.
A personal drama.
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider the fact that the victim didn't know her attacker.
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
It is indubitable that the man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses. Well, we are still missing certain information in order to finish this investigation, Watson.
What are we doing, Holmes? Theft, perhaps.
I have a hard time believing that someone would attack poor Polly so fiercely just to rob her of a few coins.
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
It is indubitable that the man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses.
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
Revenge, Holmes?
Revenge could be a possible motive, but with one small reservation. We have reason to believe that the victim considered her murderer to be a typical client.
A personal drama.
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider the fact that the victim didn't know her attacker. Well, we are still missing certain information in order to finish this investigation, Watson.
What do you think, Holmes?
So I guess they still want me to do this.
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
I think insanity.
The man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses.
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
Okay, like, what am I supposed to do? Motives? We're gonna type in motives. Oh.
Elementary. Very well, Watson. I think that we've exhausted the topic. Take a rest and we'll speak again later.
Ah, it would seem that the investigation is advancing, Holmes. Yesterday's Star said that a suspect is in the hands of the police, a man with a rather sinister reputation.
I was about to join you in your optimistic outlook until you informed me that the good news came from the press, Watson.
But surely they wouldn't invent the fact that the police are holding a suspect, or the acts that are attributed to him.
You will have an exact answer to these two questions in less than 50 seconds, Watson.
Pardon?
Enter, Inspector.
Good day.
Dear Watson, allow me to introduce Inspector Aberline, Inspector Dr. Watson.
Inspector?
To what do we owe the honour of your presence, Inspector?
I heard that the two of you made your way to Whitechapel a few days ago. Your arrival, you are aware, coincides with a very serious affair which our police service is going to great lengths to solve and which is creating strong tensions in the area.
Pardon me, but haven't you arrested someone? A certain Leather Apron?
Absolutely not. The man who hides behind this name is indeed being actively searched for by the force. Besides, nothing at the moment suggests that he is the Bucks Row murderer.
There, you've been enlightened, Watson. Now it is our turn to answer Inspector Aberline's questions.
Indeed. I will be brief and precise. Do you intend to investigate this case, or have you already started?
It is to be of service to a friend that I went to Whitechapel. We did, out of curiosity, familiarize ourselves with the preliminary reports, and we made our way to the scene of the crime. Our conclusions are slim, as are the clues. Having not been officially appointed by a client, I believe that my intervention in this business will end there.
Very well. To be frank, you take the weight off my shoulders by distancing yourself from the case. Our image isn't very good, to say nothing of what the press puts us through. Thus, if overnight they found out that you were on the case, people would turn against us.
And they would pester me, overwhelm me, and finally make me out to be responsible for the inevitable failure such a scenario entails. Neither you nor I wish for this to happen. I know that your time is precious, Inspector. I will send you a note regarding my conclusions shortly.
With pleasure. Gentlemen?
Do you think that he will find the murderer?
The chances are slim to non-existent. It is 7 days now, short of a confession from the murderer himself.
And you will not go further?
You heard the Inspector, Watson. My presence in Whitechapel would hinder, which doesn't mean that we will drop the case.
How is that?
The Inspector spoke of me, but not of us. It is you, Watson, who will lead the investigation tonight. It is you who will bring to the police station the little note that I will write regarding our conclusions. Despite the late hour, there is nothing to stop you from making inquiries about this famous Leather Apron while you are there.
Now we're Watson. The Leather Apron.
What? You still haven't left for Whitechapel, Watson?
Well, if I follow Holmes's instructions, then to begin my investigation into this Leather Apron, I must first head to the police station.
Good evening, sir. What do you... I know you. You were here last week with Sherlock Holmes.
Indeed. I have come to bring a message from Sherlock Holmes for Inspector Aberline.
Very well, I will pass it on. But come to think of it, someone was asking about you recently. Finlay, the caretaker of some shady boarding house nearby. Does that mean anything to you?
Ah, perhaps. Actually, I read in the Star that you have arrested a suspect called Leather Apron.
You shouldn't believe what you read in that rag, sir. The man is being hunted, but we have yet to get our hands on him, and we aren't close to it either.
Why ever not?
Bah, he's a specialist in the streetwalker racket. These girls make pitiful witnesses, and we don't inspire confidence. Furthermore, the man seems to be pretty discreet lately. Someone must be helping to hide him.
How to get on his trail, then?
One of these girls would have to confide in us and give a valid description of the man. Then we'd ask around the journeymen, who use aprons, I imagine.
Well, goodbye. I must go to Finley's boarding house. I must go to Finley's boarding house. Good evening, Finley.
Oh, good evening, sir. Aren't you the gentleman who
Why
was
do
the
you
great
sound like
detective
that?
the other time?
That is indeed me, Dr. Watson. Tell me, Finley, I was told that you were looking for us at the police station.
Indeed, I wanted to thank you for last time, you know. That vagrant has never set foot round mine again. I even found a tenant, one who pays his rent, I mean.
You don't seem very happy. But you were lucky to have found a good tenant so quickly.
It's just that this man is very strange. He paid several days in advance and I gave him a key to the place. Since then, he goes out every night and returns at ungodly hours. I'm sure he goes to visit the ladies. Still, every night.
Getting it in.
And when he moved in, something must have broken in his case and stank up the stairs in his room for 2 days. I think it was a jar. It must be over there.
Oh, let's look at
Tell
it.
me, have you heard talk of Leather Apron?
By the papers, that's all. This man seems very sinister.
Do you know any journeymen who use this type of apron?
The slaughterhouse butchers, I believe, but definitely the cobblers. I know one, old Isaac Solomonovich. His workshop is on a small street in the Jewish community, across from the hospital. He's a good man. He can help you. But you know, the people there are very close and don't share much with non-Jews.
Thank you, Finley.
At your service, sir.
I want to smell this jar.
This odour is very strong indeed, but the whole neighbourhood as such has a dreadful stench. Finley might have an idea as to what this jar that contained.
What do you want, Doctor?
You're right, the pieces of the jar that your tenant broke do give off a strange smell.
It's true. That's quite normal given his trade.
Yes, and what would the trade be of your strange tenant?
A doctor, like yourself, I believe. Dr. Tumblety, a foreigner. Canadian, perhaps.
Dr. Tumblety. It might be interesting to know more about him. Thank you, Finley.
At your service, sir.
What's that?
Tell me, is it...
I'm on duty, sir.
Let me see. Across from the hospital? Girl? Just sleeping like that. You just sleep on the streets. Like you look, y'all, it could not be me.
I have no reason to go that way. I have no reason to go that way. Got a shilling, Gov?
Sat across from the hospital.
Good evening, Doctor. My name is Dr. Watson. Pleased to meet you.
Good evening. I am Dr. Gibbons. Likewise. What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
Okay, so we can't talk to him yet. But we're close.
Tell me, is it...
Now, time to chat. I've got business. Got it?
a cobbler's shop? Closed. I will return later. The policeman said the street girls would know something about the leather apron. Maybe I should go and see Lucy.
Lucy's lodgings.
Oh, it's you. I'm coming. Dr. Watson, how are you?
Well, and yourself? And how's your uncle?
Well, he sleeps a lot, but he doesn't seem to be suffering. Your medicine has worked wonders. Thank you again.
It was the least I could do.
Okay, leather apron.
I have come to see you about a certain leather apron. Have you heard of him?
Oh, yes, of course. Terrible things are said about that man.
Have you ever come across him?
Goodness gracious, no. But I know that he has threatened and taken many girls in my situation. I don't know what more I can say, but Bella would be able to tell you some.
Who is Bella?
Bella Pullman. She's the landlady of the place where I could take you there if you like.
Please do.
It's me. It's Lucy. This gentleman would like to speak to Bella. It's the doctor who helped me. I must leave to return to my uncle. Thanks again.
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
Ew.
Can I get a refill, please?
If you'd be patient, Madam Bella will arrive in a moment.
Good evening. I am Dr. Watson. It is young Lucy who told me to come see you.
Ah, so you're the Good Samaritan who saved her uncle without asking for anything in return. And now you've come to see me, no doubt, to explain that the poor little thing doesn't belong here, and you will see to her future. Well, if you expect me to let her leave with you...
It's not that, ma'am. You should know I am a married man.
And why should that matter?
Oh? Huh?
I believe there has been a misunderstanding. The reason that Lucy sent me here is that you may be able to give me some information about Leather Apron.
Are you a doctor or a constable?
I am most certainly a doctor, but I am acting in this matter in a private capacity, and I would like to find this man.
Well, if you're able to rid us of him, I'll give you a week's worth of free passes. That man is a thorn in our sides. He spies on the girls in the streets and watches them inside the houses, spying through the windows. And as soon as they're finished with a client, he jumps on them without any warning and forces them to give him their money. I've never seen him, but one of my girls was attacked by this man, and she said that he wore a leather apron and carried a knife. And his face, oh, he has a horrible head, with rat's eyes and a deformed mouth. She even said that she knew his name, Pizer or Pizer, I think. But I don't know where she can be found. Margie, Nutcracker, the girl I'm talking about, could tell you more, but I had to let her go last week.
Oh no, why?
Why did you let Margie go?
The poor girl caught a shameful sickness, and the symptoms have attacked her face, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
So I gave her notice, and a little bit to help her along. I don't know where she is now, but she'll certainly be getting treatment at the clinic if she's still in the neighbourhood.
Did you speak to the police?
What would they do? Who cares about the girls in the streets?
Would you have received a visit from another doctor, a stranger by the name of Tumblety?
I'm just like you, Doctor, sworn to secrecy in my profession. But as I've taken a fancy to you, I can tell you that this name is not unknown to me. And if you do me a little favour, it is possible I might remember something about him.
Of course, a favor.
What kind of favour must I do for you?
You see that man over there? He's a rich artist, a painter, a regular client round here. Well, yesterday, he came and left his cane in the umbrella stand in the hall before going into one of the rooms. Well, when he returned to this room, the cane had disappeared. It's a cane with a massive silver knob. Must be worth a fortune. He threatened to call the police unless he got free services in my establishment for a year. I'll be forced to accept, unwillingly, of course, given the services that he's demanding, unless the cane is found.
Did
Where
you
is
question
it?
the residents regarding the theft?
They didn't see anything, and there's not one of them that would risk stealing from a client here.
Who was in the room when your weasel of a client was in the chambers?
There were a few that came and went, but Mary could tell you better than I can, because she was the one at the counter yesterday.
All right, well, let's talk to Mary.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
What happened to this rug?
Oh, it's when we got a coal yesterday. I asked the young man to fill the pail. Came back to put it down, but his feet were covered in soot and he made a black print. Madam Bella said it was my fault and I got a shilling's penalty. I also have to clean the print and it's no picnic. He has immense feet, that boy.
I heard that there was a theft yesterday. Did you see anything?
No, and I was here the whole time.
Who delivers the coal?
It's never the same person. I've never seen that lad before.
Do you always keep an eye on the coat stand?
Oh, yes. Well, when the coal delivery came, a client came out of the chambers and stopped me from seeing the boy who brought the bucket of coal. You don't think he would have taken advantage?
Maybe he would have.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Okay, we have nothing else to say to her.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
Best not to stray off in that direction.
Can I get a refill, please?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my dear man. I was led to believe that you're a doctor.
None of the residents of this establishment are among my patients, sir.
Oh, you're not here as a doctor, but as a man, then. I understand. This is my kind of place, too. It's in these houses in Whitechapel that you find the girls that are the most natural and definitely the most docile.
Your way
Ew.
of speaking about these women is not that of a gentleman, sir.
Not at all.
I heard that you were the victim of a robbery here.
Oh, I'm not complaining. The loss of that walking stick will certainly bring me a very pleasant compensation.
What does your cane look like?
The stick is ebony, about 35 inches long. The round knob is made from chiseled silver with a ring around the middle of the same workmanship, just like the tip, for that matter. If you find it, don't tell a soul. Keep it for yourself. Got it?
Well, goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, or until next time. And good evening.
Lord.
These paintings are suggestive, at the very least. These paintings are suggestive, at the very least. These paintings
Okay,
are
he says that about every painting.
suggestive, at the very least. Best not to stray off in that direction.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Okay, I guess we gotta leave out of here.
Best not to stray off in that direction.
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
Why do you sound like that? Coal delivery came. A client came out of the chambers and stopped me from seeing the boy who brought the bucket of coal. Hold on, give me a second. Why is my chat like... There we go.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
These paintings are suggestive, at the very least.
Can only talk to him. Talk to her one more time.
Who delivers the coal?
It's never the same person. I've never seen that lad before.
Do you always keep an eye on the coat stand?
Oh, yes. Well, when the coal delivery came, a client came out of the chambers and stopped me from seeing the boy who brought the bucket of coal. You don't think he would have taken advantage?
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Can I get a refill, please? Can I get a refill, please?
No, it would be better not to insist. I have nothing to ask. I have nothing to ask.
These poor people. Just sleeping on the streets.
If you have the means, I can let you pass before
Is that the same
everyone.
character model
But
as the girl I was just talking
behind
to?
me.
I have no reason to go that way.
Oh.
If you have the means, I can let you pass before everyone. But behind me.
Can I get a refill?
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Did you question the residents regarding the theft?
They didn't see anything, and there's not one of them that would risk stealing from a client here.
Who was in the room when your weasel of a client was in the chambers?
There were a few that came and went, but Mary could tell you better than I can, because she was the one at the counter yesterday.
What kind of favour must I do for you?
You see that man over there? He's a rich artist, a painter, a regular client round here. Well, yesterday, he came and left his cane in the umbrella stand in the hall before going into one of the rooms. Well, when he returned to this room, the cane had disappeared. It's a cane with a massive silver knob. Must be worth a fortune. He threatened to call the police unless he got free services in my establishment for a year. I'll be forced to accept, unwillingly, of course, given the services that he's demanding, unless the cane is found.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, my angel.
Can I get a refill, please?
Ah.
A large black footprint.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Very cool.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
so we did
No
see a large
problem,
black
my
footprint.
angel.
Oh, look at you. Oh, where are you? Very cool.
Bye, Jackson. Have a good night. I'm gonna get off at 12 because I'm just like, it's not late, but I want to stream a lot tomorrow, so I don't want
Best
to
not to stray off in that direction.
overdo it tonight. Plus, I gotta film a video because I just saw the 2 Yowie gotcha games went down under. Oh, also, I don't know if y'all saw the video I posted today, Boys in the Dark.
These footprints are the same as those found on the rug at the brothel.
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I have come to see you about one of your patients. Margie goes by the nickname Nutcracker, who gets her prescription from the clinic. She's a lady of the night and is afflicted with a venereal disease.
Oof.
I know who you're talking about. Indeed, Margie has syphilis and is being treated with mercury.
Do you have her address?
No. And for your information, she left London for good 3 days ago. She felt threatened.
Margie felt threatened. But by whom?
I believe that Margie was particularly scared of a terrifying man who attacked her once.
Did she say the name Pizer or Pyther?
Unfortunately, she didn't give a name, but she described a man with shifty, rat-like eyes and a mouth twisted in a sinister grimace.
Did Margie have any idea where this man who terrified her so much might be found?
No, but she told me that another girl who'd been attacked like her had told her that this man worked in a cobbler's run by an old Israeli. Also, she saw him again last week, the night of the big fire. She told of going to see the fire like most everyone else in the area. While there, she recognised her attacker in the crowds gathered at the warehouses. There was no mistaking a face like that, she said. She kept an eye on the man the whole time the firemen were working in order to avoid him.
Pardon me, Doctor, but who made the large black footprints there near the beds?
The brother of one of my patients. The poor thing had her leg amputated after colliding with a carriage.
Ooh.
We arranged to find her a prosthesis.
Prostheses are very expensive. How did this man pay?
He told me that one of his uncles gave him a walking stick with a chiselled silver knob. I agreed to accept this knob in exchange for a simple prosthesis with harness. But this object is of great value, and I could finance half a dozen other prostheses by selling it on Petticoat Lane.
It's the cane.
Doctor, I have reason to believe that the silver knob that you possess is from a cane that was stolen by the man who brought it to you, and I believe I know to whom it belongs.
That's what I was worried about. The story of the uncle seemed a little strange. Nevertheless, you must have proof of what you claim. I will show you all of the knobs that we have here. If you find the knob that the young man gave me, I will believe you.
So be it, but something is bothering me. I will need a complete cane, not just a knob.
Don't worry, dear chap, build one. I can loan you some tools. Make use of the odds and ends in my cupboard. It'll help get rid of it.
Well, I shall try. I will have to remember the description that Sickert gave. Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
I know he said it was ebony. I don't remember nothing else. Ebony, 35 inches long, round knob made of chiseled silver, ring around the middle, the same workmanship. "35 inches, so that'd be pretty short." "35 inches long, the round knob made from chiseled silver, ring around the middle, just like the tip." I think the 35 inches is what's throwing me off. 35 inches sounds like an enjoyable night. Glitch, you nasty. Okay, so I was getting it mixed up. I thought the knob was ebony, not the stick.
There, all done. Holmes couldn't have done better himself.
That's a beautiful
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I believe I found the knob from the stolen cane, which I succeeded in putting back together.
That's the one. And yet I cannot give it to you, Doctor. I will only return it to the police, and only if there is an official complaint against me.
Would there be a way to convince you to give me the cane?
Find me a dozen solid adjustable harnesses for wooden leg prostheses, and it's yours, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
This interview with the doctor revealed an important fact. Leather Apron could not be the Bucks Row murderer. According to Margie, the villain passed most of the night of the crime at the fire. He could not have been at the scene of the murder at the moment it was committed. He is nonetheless a dangerous character.
Loosen your belt, my friend. You're in Whitechapel. These girls would die of hunger if we weren't here.
Ew.
Well, goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, or until next time. And good evening.
Yes?
Thank you, Ma.
No problem, my angel.
That sounds like a cupcake moan.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, miss.
With pleasure, sir.
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
I have no reason to go that way. Bucks Row.
But this is where the murder was.
I have no reason to go that way.
What the hell is the Solomonovich? Give me a second. Solomonovich. Ah.
Can I get a refill, please?
Oh, wait, no.
Brandy, sir? Oh, look who's here. Oh, where are you?
These paintings are suggestive, at the very least. Commercial Street. Batty Street.
Not Batty Street. Go back in the... No. Give me a second. Trying to see where to go. Like, do I talk to him again?
What can I do for you, my dear colleague?
I believe I found the knob from the stolen cane, which I succeeded in putting back together.
That's the one. And yet I cannot give it to you, Doctor. I will only return it to the police, and only if there is an official complaint against me.
Would there be a way to convince you to give me the cane?
Find me a dozen solid adjustable harnesses for wooden leg prostheses, and it's yours, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Gibbons.
Until we meet again, my dear colleague.
Maybe we go to the police station?
The night is cool. What a horrible summer we have had. Does the name Tumblety mean anything to you?
Not at all. But if you like, I can make inquiries.
Fine, why not? One never knows. Well, goodbye.
What do you want, Doctor?
Thank you, Finley.
At your service, sir.
He sounds annoyed and happy at the same time. I'm really trying to figure out what to do next. There was a walkthrough. Wait, this is already chapter 2? Ooh. Hold on, because I know I'm doing one thing wrong. Let me see. The clinic. We built it. Oh, the workshop. This.
There's nobody here. How very odd.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I say, these things look like harnesses. Oh my, they are noisy. Good evening, sir. Pardon the interruption. The door was open. I didn't think that I would find anyone working at this hour.
Good evening, sir. I didn't hear you come in.
Say, those things that made noise, they are really harnesses, aren't they?
Yes, horse harnesses. But I must tell you, sir, that the store is normally closed at this hour. That is why I've asked you to return tomorrow.
I didn't come about my shoes. I came to speak of a cobbler, perhaps one of your former employees, a man with very particular habits.
You aren't with the police by any chance? I'm sorry, but I do not want to speak of anything but shoes with you.
I am not a policeman. I am Dr. Watson. It's Mr. Finley, who told me that you might be in a position to inform me.
Ah, that Mr. Finley is a very brave man. And if he sent you, then you must certainly be a worthy man also. So, Doctor, who is this cobbler with strange habits?
He has dirty-ass hands.
The man of whom I speak is called Pizer or Pyther, a man with a frightening face. Do you know him?
Yes, John Pizer. He worked here for a while, but he is no longer here.
Do you know where I can find him?
No, and if you look, you will not find him.
Why?
Because he is in hiding, Doctor. You see, a week ago, a horrible murder took place in the neighborhood. A rumor circulated that he might have been responsible for this crime. They say he has quarreled with women of certain virtue in the past, if you understand me.
Isaac, it is about the Bucks Row case that I have come to see you. I have the certitude and an incontestable witness that Pizer is innocent, at least of this crime, although he has attacked a number of street women. If he doesn't come forward to explain himself to the authorities, he is condemned to hiding and to take the fall for this murder. Furthermore, it will cast suspicions on your community because they must be hiding him. And while the whole police force is hunting for him, they cannot concentrate on the real assassin who roams the streets and, one never knows, may take any one of you any day.
If what you say is true, your visit is a godsend to our community, Doctor. I tell you something. I know Sergeant Thick, an honest policeman who lives in the area. I'll tell John's family that he must go there to explain himself. But if you could please go as soon as possible to the police to give them this report that you say is incontestable.
I will go as soon as I take leave of you.
Thank you. If I can ever be of service in any way, do not hesitate to ask.
Could we transform your horse harnesses into harnesses for wooden legs? Adjustable harnesses?
A good craftsman can do anything, Doctor. And I do believe that's what I am. Come back in a while and it will be done. That will be my thanks for what you have done.
I shall return later.
At your convenience, sir.
I am spent. I would like to return home, but I promised to go to the police as soon as I could. Now then, let's go to the police station.
Wait, what's happening?
Will you?
Yes.
Will you what?
Hey, Doctor, you seem tired. Were you wandering the darker parts of Whitechapel all night?
You could say that. I have some information on Leatherapron, the man of whom we spoke earlier.
Do you know where he is?
No, but I can clear him of the Bucks Row crime. A witness proved him totally innocent.
Oh, Watson, is it only now, after many hours of walking, that you decide to pass on the important message that Inspector Aberline is waiting for?
But, no. But what are you doing here, Holmes?
I was worried, Watson, and with good reason it would appear. Go give the message to this policeman and let's go home. Nobody appreciates me hanging around here, you know, and it's freezing cold.
Ah, Cradle, none too soon. You will take the testimony of this.
No, you continue with your duty shift. I must find Chandler in Ambry Street. He's struck again.
Who?
The murderer, the Bucks Row assassin.
Ambry Street. Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
Which street was it?
I have no reason to go that way. I have no reason to go that way. I have no reason to go.
Well, why'd you show me the whole
I
map?
have no reason to go that way.
Oh, here. I didn't even
Ambry
see
Street.
that.
Let's go, Watson. We have no time to lose.
And if it wasn't a man, I mean, a wolf or worse, I don't know, a half-human beast.
You can go in, Mr. Holmes. She's there. We didn't touch a thing.
God. Where is she? Oh.
It was very good of PC Chandler to let us pass. He said no one has touched the corpse. It's the perfect opportunity for us to put our skills to the test. Watson, let's not waste it. There are no trails on the ground. There's no sign of a struggle.
Envelope?
A torn envelope. It smells of rubbing alcohol. It contains 3 pills. I will take one. 2 should suffice for the police. So, Doctor, shall we examine our victim?
Ah, I'm tired, Holmes. I'm not sure if I am in a state to do this work.
Come, Watson, there's little time. Show me what you're made of.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Pray, Watson, pull yourself together. Can you establish the time of the crime?
The extremities of the corpse are cold and rigor mortis is beginning to set in.
Oh.
I would say that the murder was committed over 2 hours ago, before 4:30 a.m.
See, this is very interesting how they portray the dead bodies, because like I said, these were real people, so they're being very respectful.
A piece of coarse muslin. 2 combs, curiously arranged. Now let's look at the stomach, or at least what remains of it.
It's dreadful, Holmes. Who could do that to someone?
That's what you're here for, Watson. Tell me what this man has done.
The stomach has been entirely opened and... oh, my God! A number of organs have been removed.
So
Oh,
you're telling me that the organs were removed, Watson. They weren't ripped out.
Not at all, Holmes. On the contrary, this is clearly the work of an expert. I couldn't have done any better myself. And the uterus is missing.
oh my God. He cut out her uterus. Right,
Let's look at
Ellie?
this poor woman more closely.
Why would he do that?
Look at her neck. What can you tell me?
There are 2 incisions.
A bruise. The victim's face appears to have bruising, wouldn't you say?
Under the maxilla and cheek. There is less on the right side.
The tongue is swollen. The blood is a dozen inches or so from the ground. Bloodstains on the wall. This fence separates the courtyard from the neighbours, 27 Hanbury Street. I have nothing to ask. What a stench! Nobody is hiding inside. What a stench! Nobody is hiding inside.
Like, ooh, it stank too bad. Can't nobody be in there.
This apron is soaked with water and has left a clear mark on the ground. It must have been left in water for several hours and has been there for some time. This door must lead to the cellar. The latch has been recently repaired. There are no trails on the ground. There's no sign of a struggle.
What are we doing, Holmes?
2 combs, curiously arranged.
I agree, Ellie. There are a lot of cruel people. Like,
Looky here.
Oh.
It would seem he has a mark on his left hand. The victim must have worn a large ring or several little ones, and someone pulled them off forcefully. This detail will be very valuable, Watson. You can be sure of that. The victim must have worn a large... My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
okay, let's see. Neither footsteps nor streaks of blood on the ground. The victim wasn't dragged. Blood on the fence is a dozen inches off the ground. Some blood spurted on the wall near the stairs. I believe she would have still been alive. Definitely took place on the premises. The victim has bruises under the right jawbone and beneath the left cheek. Definitely held her. Would it have been his left hand? Held the chin. Hold on. I'm thinking would have held the chin with his right hand and slit with his left. Or held the chin with his left and slit with his right? Oh, okay, so I'm doing a motion with my hands, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Tongue is bloated. Victim was strangled. Partially strangled, then had her throat slit. Envelope is near the victim's head. She was holding the envelope in her hand. Okay. Items at the victim's feet are very orderly. They belong to the victim. The murderer searched her. Unfeeling and organized. The body is cold at the extremities and rigor mortis is barely started. Over 2 hours ago, that's what Watson said. Barely 2 hours ago. There we go. Recent large scrape on the first phalanx of the middle finger. Wore some rings. He took off her ring, or he stole her rings. I want to say he used a bad knife, the way it was jagged. Organs are missing. The uterus was removed by the hands of an expert. It was removed and taken. He has a knowledge of anatomy. What?
I hear a noise
Cut her
coming
head
from the
off.
street, Watson. The authorities are arriving. It's time for us to go.
Holmes has been locked away in his room for days, always saying the same things. I'm thinking, Watson. Very good, Watson. As you wish, Watson. But I am thinking too, so much so that I can't sleep. Annie Chapman. Good Lord.
Okay, guys, this is where we're going to end it. So that was the second murder. Oh my gosh. And like I said, from what I understand, they're referencing the real victims of Jack the Ripper. So I'm glad they are being very respectful. I remember years ago, I looked up Jack the Ripper and I was like horrified at what he did to these women. I'm like, what demon possessed you and just made you do this? Terrible, 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 terrible. But yeah, I will be on tomorrow with some Infinity Nikki and probably later on with more Sherlock Holmes. Getting an ad about ED, like eating disorder. Like, is that what you mean, Glitch? Eating disorder? Let me save. The other ED. Erectile dysfunction? You're getting an ad for erectile dysfunction? That is bizarre. Very bizarre. Well, I was about to make a joke, but I just don't think that would have been fitting. Oh my gosh, he just killed that other girl. I want to know why he out here killing these girls, these prostitutes. Like, why he out here killing them? Why he took her uterus out and probably threw it at somebody or something. Like, oh my God. Oh, that's so disturbing. It's crazy. And I remember when I looked him up on Wikipedia was just full of the images of his victims. And I was like, oh my gosh, why are you showing that? Just like the freaking, if you like look up Lizzie Borden on Wikipedia, it shows her parents. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh. Like, I don't know. I usually don't ask for trigger warnings, but I'm like, can y'all, Wikipedia, could you give me some type of warning before you show those images? But yeah, that's all for tonight, guys. And be sure to join me next time on The Bolin Bray Show.
Flexing on a star so bright it glows, or the arms gleam like Saturn's ring show. Strike a pose with the meteor in tow, hunky heroes in the cosmic flow. Galaxy flicks in the starlit haze, pumping iron in the Milky Way. Craze planets spin while we hold our gaze, muscle men shining in cosmic displays. Bounce off the chiseled chest, asteroids cheer, they know who's best. Comets trail behind in glitter.